everyone, how are you doing? First of all, congratulations for completing 10 weeks today. You all should be very proud of yourself. It's a big milestone. In the last session, we learned something very important, how to add volume to your food without adding the calories. In the last 10 weeks, I'm sure all of you have gone through lots of ups and downs. There have been times when you felt really motivated and times when you felt a little dejected. It is very important for us to remain optimistic and upbeat because making lifelong changes is not easy. Today's session is all going to be about motivation, the different ways in which we can help keep ourselves motivated to stick to the program. And we'll also discuss how stress influences your progress. But before we get to that, let's talk to our 5 friends about how their past 10 weeks have been. Wow, everybody, it's been 10 weeks so far.
Yes.
That's great. How is everybody feeling?
Very
बहुत
good.
अच्छा.
Very
Good.
fit.
बहुत अच्छा.
Better. Okay, so before we begin today's session, I really want to talk to all of you about how you have been feeling these past 10 weeks and how do you feel now? What's been tough? What's been easy? What goals were easy to achieve and what goals were easier than you anticipated? Okay, so who wants to go first?
Well, I'm actually quite pleased with how I've managed to get back on and stay on the fitness wagon. I found it quite difficult at first to get motivated, because this whole working out thing was quite an emotional issue for me. I would get tired, I would find it difficult to even walk briskly. Sometimes I felt like I wanted to give up.
You know, Raghu, when I started exercising, even I felt like I wanted to give up. I felt too tired. But then it got easier. Now I love it. My day goes so much better.
मुझे देखिए, अब मेरी बेटियां मेरा मजाक उड़ाती हैं जब मैं ये कहता हूँ कि मैं मार्केट में गाड़ी ले जाने की क्या जरूरत है, पैदल चलते हैं. रोल रिवर्सल हो गया है.
Exactly. From being a skeptic, I've become the one who wants to stick to the program, like watch my diet. Also, when I was first diagnosed with diabetes, I was quite disillusioned. When I discovered that I was diabetic, it was a rude shock.
It's been very difficult for me as well to be at the program, but despite my maddening work schedule, the only thing that's kept me on track is the fact that both my parents are diabetic. So I've seen them, how they've had to curtail their lifestyle and keep it all under control. So no matter how many packets of chips I have to avoid, much to my sadness, I'm hell-bent on being on track.
That's good because my uncle is diabetic and his life is dictated by it. It's because he did not control it in time.
मेरे लिए तो बहुत ही मुश्किल रहा है. Unlike all of you, I'm not disciplined. Exercise करो, track करो. मेरे लिए अभी भी बहुत tough है. To some level अभी भी. But I've seen how changes have occurred and it feels nice.
और हम आपस में बात कर लेते हैं जब भी हमें कुछ डिफिकल्ट लगता है.
You know, that's the best thing about friends. If you have friends who are there for you and who support you through the exercise, then half the battle is won. You need to talk to somebody who understands you.
When Tanya calls, she of course takes about 30 minutes on an average to get to the point. We get briefed about the latest film gossip, what her mother said, what her friend did, and then she comes around to telling me that she's actually having difficulty with sticking to the program. Well, all that talking is all good exercise, I suppose. Why not?
मेरे लिए तो अपने माइंडसेट को चेंज करना सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल रहा. कि क्या खाना चाहिए, क्या नहीं, कहाँ जाना चाहिए, कहाँ नहीं. उस माइंडसेट को चेंज करने के बाद ही मैं अपने आप को इस हैबिट प्रोग्राम से जोड़ पाया हूँ. थोड़ा स्ट्रेसफुल लगता तो है. पूरा दिन काम करो, फिर घर आके सोचो कि क्या खाएं, क्या नहीं, सब कुछ ट्रैक करो और कभी-कभी अपना वेट लो. अभी ये हैबिट प्रोग्राम की आदत नहीं बनी है, बट आई एम डिटरमिन्ड नाउ.
That's good, Mr. Khan. मुझे पता है कि कभी-कभार लाइफ की स्ट्रेसेस की वजह से आप प्रोग्राम फॉलो नहीं कर पाते हैं. That's why in today's session we are going to talk about how to manage stress.
मेरे हेल्थ और फिटनेस लेवल्स में काफ़ी फ़र्क है. आई फील लेस टायर्ड एंड क्वाइट फिट और मैं बहुत खुश भी रहने लग गई हूँ. मेरे हस्बैंड तो कहते हैं ये मेरे लिए स्पा ट्रीटमेंट जैसा है क्योंकि मैं जब भी पार्लर जाती हूँ या मालिश के लिए तो मैं बहुत खुश रहती हूँ. और जब से मैंने प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन किया है मेरा मूड भी बहुत अच्छा रहने लग गया है.
You know, I have to say that your willingness to learn new tricks and to try new things has really been helpful. I mean, I know all of you have faced a lot of challenges, but we've seen very good results as well. And I also know that some of you have not been able to lose weight in the past few weeks. But that's okay. Don't get demotivated. That's why in today's session, we'll also discuss different ways to stay motivated. Okay? Shall we begin?
Yes.
So, in today's session, we will be discussing the different ways to help you stay motivated. Now, you've all told me what you've learned from the program, what helps you stick to it and what doesn't. So, I am going to ask you some questions based on what you've told me. Okay? So, what are the major changes you've made to be more active?
I've started going for a walk in the morning because usually once I'm back from work, I feel very exhausted and tired.
मैं भी पार्किंग से अपनी शॉप तक वॉक कर लेता हूँ, अच्छे 7 से 10 मिनट हो जाते हैं.
That's very good, Mr. Khan. Brisk walking is one of the better forms of exercise. Tanya, have you made any changes in your diet?
Yes, I serve myself once at dinner and I put my plate back once I'm finished.
Okay, that's very good. Have you achieved your weight goal and your activity goal?
I haven't, despite trying so hard.
I have lost lots of weight. लेकिन अब जैसे वो एकदम रुक गया है, इस हफ्ते तो कोई डिफरेंस ही नहीं है.
While that may be the case sometimes, the key factor to remember in such a program is that you have to stay motivated. So even if you've stopped losing weight or are not losing weight, you mustn't give up. One reason it's difficult to stay motivated is that people start losing weight, they start doing well, thus they think they've reached their optimal results. But that's not the case. You need to stay motivated and be focused and push yourself further.
अगर मैं अच्छा कर रहा हूँ तो क्यों नहीं मोटिवेट होऊंगा? यही तो मोटिवेशन है.
That's what, Mr. Khan. Sometimes your progress makes it hard for you to maintain that progress. You get complacent. जैसे कि remember yourself when you first joined the program. You didn't want to go for a walk because you felt too tired.
Yeah.
So that motivated you to become more active. And now that you are more active, you enjoy your walk. You don't get tired. But that source of motivation, that feeling tired when you're walking, is lost. So you need to keep on changing your source of motivation.
ये तो तुमने बहुत सोचने वाली बात कही.
जी, Mrs. Parekh. जैसे कि when you first started the program, your clothes were tight and uncomfortable. But now that you've lost weight, your clothes are looser. So your source of motivation that your clothes were tight before is gone.
So how should we stay motivated then?
You should continue eating healthy and be more active. Here are some tips to help you do that and also to keep you motivated. The first is to stay aware of the benefits you've achieved and hope to achieve. Think of yourself when you started the program. What did you hope to achieve?
To stay healthy and keep my diabetes under check.
Exactly. And the second is to recognize your successes. What are the changes that you've made to your eating habits and activity levels that you're proudest of? What are the goals that were easier to achieve? You need to remember all that and be frank with yourself, because when you are feeling low and demotivated, you need to remind yourself of these positive changes and stay focused.
जैसे मैंने अपनी ईटिंग कंट्रोल की है, अब तो मैं अपने फेवरेट बर्रा कबाब भी नहीं खाता हूँ.
बिल्कुल मिस्टर खान, और क्योंकि आपने अपनी फूड हैबिट्स इतनी सक्सेसफुली चेंज करी हैं, यू शुड रिमेंबर दैट एंड कीप ऑन रिमाइंडिंग योरसेल्फ ऑफ दैट. That's why it's important to keep visible signs of your progress so you can see how far you've come.
I have something to tell, but you guys have to promise that you won't laugh. Yeah. So I had some time at hand at office, and I made a graph on PowerPoint about my weight loss and my activity.
You can put that on your softboard.
Yeah, but then my colleagues will see it, and then there'll be so many questions to answer. So yeah, that doesn't really work. But yeah, I've put it on my fridge.
I think that's a very good thing to do, Charitra. But anybody else has made some changes to remind themselves of their progress?
Yes, I've made a map of the number of miles it would take for me to walk to a favorite vacation spot or to tour a favorite city. Actually, my nephew gifted it to me. He has made little landmarks as well and put them on the map.
That's quite interesting. I've never heard of that. I think even I'm going to try that.
मैं भी जब अपने दर्जी के पास गई तो उसने मुझे बोला कि मैंने काफ़ी वेट रिड्यूस किया है और मुझे सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा.
मैं भी अपने बेल्ट के लूप देख रहा हूँ. अब तो एक पूरा लूप कम होने का इंतजार है.
I like how each of you have their own way of noticing the positive changes. Very good. Okay, but you should also keep on tracking your weight, eating and activity. Just don't get bored of the same old routine. You could change it, you could add some variety to it, or even jumpstart your activity plan. So anybody who's added some variety like that?
In case I don't get time to go for a morning walk, so I make sure that I take the stairs at work.
That's excellent. But do add some planned physical activity that you can track. Like we talked about in the session about physical activity, that swimming and cycling are great alternatives to walking. So you could always change that. And you could do the same with eating. If you're tired of having the same old low-fat sabzi every day, you could switch to a new sabzi. Or maybe something grilled, or like a new soup recipe or something.
But how do we manage the stress at work?
Yeah.
You know, by the time I get home after a day's work, I'm so fed up that I just feel like slouching in front of the television and eating some comforting junk food. And then to have to watch what I eat or to take my weight, all these things become quite annoying and stressful.
I agree that stress is a natural part of living life. I mean, any change, good or bad, small or large, can cause us stress. And that really influences our eating habits and physical activity. So we really need to learn how to manage stress to lead a healthy life. So let's take a short break and then we'll discuss how to manage stress in our lives. Okay?
Shreya madam, I know I should have asked you before, but मेरी वाइफ आना चाहती है यहाँ पर, देखना चाहती है सेशन में हम लोग इस क्लास में क्या करते हैं. वो क्या है ना कि मैं घर जाकर हमेशा यहीं की बातें करता हूँ, तो मेरी वजह से उन सबको बदलना पड़ा. खाने की नई नई चीज़ें और रहने का तरीका नए तरीके से. वो यही हैं.
Oh, is she here?
जी.
आप भी मिस्टर खान, प्लीज उन्हें अंदर लेके आइए.
ओके. श्रेया मैडम, माय वाइफ.
हेलो श्रेया मैम, सॉरी मैं बिना इनविटेशन के आ गई.
नहीं नहीं, प्लीज आइए.
Mr. Khan, please. यहाँ बैठ.
हेलो हेलो
Hello,
हेलो.
मिसेस खान, आपको क्या फर्क लग रहा है मिस्टर खान में?
इसके लिए तो मैं आपको शुक्रिया कहूँगी. ये इतने डिसिप्लिन्ड हो गए हैं कि मैं क्या बताऊँ. अब ये ज़्यादा नॉनवेज भी नहीं खाते और सुबह वॉक पर भी जाते हैं और मुझे भी लेकर जाते हैं अपने साथ.
That's very good, मिस्टर खान.
परसों मैं इनके टिफ़िन में फ्रूट्स का डब्बा रखना भूल गई और ये इतना गुस्सा हुए मैं क्या बताऊँ.
वो एक्चुअली क्या है ना कि आदत पड़ गई है. रोज 4 बजे आई ईट 1 फ्रूट.
That's excellent. बहुत अच्छा लगा आप आए मिसेस खान. Why don't you stay for our session?
थैंक यू. मैं खुद ये सोच रही हूँ कि मैं भी अगला सेशन ज्वाइन कर ही लूँ.
वाह वाह, बहुत बढ़िया. मैं जाके चेयर लेके आता हूँ.
आप कभी अपने हाथों की बिरयानी ज़रूर भेजना.
डेफिनेटली.
With less oil, हाँ?
ओके.
आप तो आप सब कुछ बनाएंगी इनके लिए, हेल्दी फूड है ना.
हाँ नहीं, अब ये हेल्दी
खुद भी खाएंगी और आपको भी खिलाएंगी.
Very good.
We understand that keeping your spirits up as you bring about these changes in your life is not easy. When you feel your determination weakening, it's important that you keep looking forward. To keep your motivation levels up, remind yourself of the benefits you have achieved. Recognize your successes. Keep visible signs of how far you've come, like a weight loss chart. Continue to keep track of your weight, eating, and activity. Adding variety to your routine can keep your interest going. Stress from our daily life or even the pressures of following this program can pull you down. Now let's look at some ways of managing stress.